Coming hot. Hot.
My name is Max.
This guy is Samson.
We got a camera, some mics, so you know what's happening.
Some shows are great.
And some shows are smart.
Some shows make no sense right from the start.
We try to split the difference.
And try to do it all.
We'll save you the suspense.
Here's what it's called.
This is the Pretty Good Podcast.
Chorus line.
It's the chorus line.
It's the perfect time.
It's the perfect time to describe what this show is in a few lines. As long as we're not in a rush.
You're good.
Yeah, now it's started.
You're good. We're starting now.
Yeah, we haven't been slating, but then I did, and it's fine, but it's like just so much more of a hassle.
Yeah.
Because I still have to find a spot where it peaks. So I'm just relying on maybe one of us blurted really loud.
Which is
It happens.
pretty likely.
It's usually like just 5 minutes in though,
Yeah.
and so it just.
That makes sense.
It's 9:30 p.m.
Yep. Max just got done with a rehearsal.
Trivia show.
Trivia show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Trivia show. Were the people smart today?
It was a good one. Good game. I got in an argument with the over email with the company, and I was gonna read the email exchange that we've been having.
Oh yeah, this is probably pretty fun.
It's a fun one. Let me.
This actually fits a theme for something I wanted to talk about.
Great. So, after every show, I have to basically send to the company how the game went, how everything did. And basically that's just how they prove that I was there.
Yeah.
And every week for the last 3 to 4 months, there's every question's like a category. And the sports ones tend to only be 3 sports.
Okay.
It's like baseball, football, just the sports center ones that everyone knows. And every week there's 1 or 2 teams that'll say, hey, can you make the questions hard? Because it's the same question every week about sports, just a different sport, basically. Yeah. Same sport, but different sport. Different of the 3. And so I sent every week, I try to be a good host, and I say, I will let the company know, because I don't write the questions. So I messaged them for every week. I've done it for months. So they've easily gotten 10 emails from me saying, can you guys change the questions? It's the same. It's getting to where it seems like you're doing it on purpose, to fuck with me. Because they're it's almost like the questions get easier and easier, to where even I can answer the football questions. And then there was one where there were 2 sports questions, and they were golf and baseball, just very mainstream. And so I sent a let's see here. I sent my review thing in, and let's see. Basically, I can't find the first one, but I said, I don't know.
Really good.
My brain is all over.
Riveting.
It will get better. Just my brain is. Oh, here it is. So I said there was 2 questions there was a question that people had some issues with about the Tale of Two Cities, the book, and I mentioned that. I was like, hey, the audience says that the answer was wrong in the thing that you gave us, and you had a different answer, and everyone agreed that it was a different answer. Fix that, and then so I said, apparently the Tale of Two Cities answer was 12, not 119. Also, people continue to keep telling me that all the sports questions are too mainstream. Luckily, this week was different. There were 2 sports questions, and they were about baseball and football, the 2 most mainstream things on the planet. It's good to see that these suggestions are being taken into account, I guess, ? The point is, I'm tired of getting yelled at for your writing staff's unoriginality, and I know that I can just tell the audience that I don't write the questions, but these are people from Idaho. They only believe the person who's saying the words. There's the saying, don't shoot the messenger. And let me tell you, I'm full of bullet holes. So please send a medic and some better questions. Sure, it was passive-aggressive as shit. but I don't think I like, you know.
I think if you've sent that many over this amount of time and they've never responded,
it's gotten to where like.
But I also think that like there's a potential where like maybe because like if they're writing the same questions for like every single one of their trivia places, they're in a bunch of different bars all over this like.
It's the same questions for every bar. Yeah. They're like whoever does a show at any place on a Wednesday, they get the same.
All their other bars are like not sports people, and so they've been complaining about the sports questions being too hard. And so they're just outweighing you.
Maybe, but like I feel like after 10 weeks, they should at least maybe they would have said that.
Yeah.
But they didn't. No. So I got an email the next morning. Good morning, Max. Thank you for the feedback on last night's show. I host every Wednesday as well, so I wanted to reach out to examine some of the thoughts about last night's show. For the Tale of Two Cities bonus questions, I got a lot of answers of 12 as well. The reason he clarified that one. That was everyone's bad. He did his job on that. Then, in regards to the content of the sports question, I'm a bit confused. You're absolutely correct that we should do our best to keep a variety of sports in our weekly shows. Sports is actually the one category that we do keep under a microscope on our calendar. In recent Wednesday shows, we've had basketball, golf, baseball, tennis, football, basketball and hockey, and running. During certain times of the year, like the start or end of a professional season, we will sometimes go heavy on those specific sports. I don't say all of this to be defensive. I know firsthand that teams can be nitpicky and vocal about disliking certain aspects of the show. I say it to let you know that we do listen and we do take feedback into account when writing shows. On behalf of the writing team, I want you to know that we very much appreciate you sharing your experiences. Thanks again for your 2 cents, and please don't hesitate to reach out in the future. So I said, keep in mind, I'm also technically like an independent contractor for this company, so they can't really fire me.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm getting, and also everyone in this company is like in Chicago.
Yeah.
So like I really could give 2 shits, and I don't get paid like that much for it. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, I said, fun fact, all of those sports are the most mainstream. I know I've been mentioning how similar all the sports questions are for a long time now, which to me seems like you're very much not taking any of these suggestions into account. So, like, thanks for kind of lying to me. I look forward to continue getting yelled at after every show because your writing team doesn't know that there's more sports out there than the ones on SportsCenter. Then he said, this all happened within an hour, like from 8 to 9 a.m., like first thing in the morning. Max, implying that I am a liar is a bit unnecessary and counterproductive. Sure. We keep track of our sports questions category on a weekly basis. That's not a lie. This was specifically started to combat scenarios similar to what you have been presented. I host the same show that you do every Wednesday, and we encounter the same types of people and teams that you do. We're not sending shows out there with the intent to upset players or hosts. May I ask for some examples of sports that are less mainstream that I can provide as examples to writing teams for future questions? Then I said, this was the last, he didn't respond after this. I'm guessing because I'm right. And don't make it seem like I'm not.
All right.
I said, I did not imply that you lied. I showed you why you lied. I don't care that it's counterproductive. I'm tired of dealing with the same issues every week, parentheses, which is even more counterproductive, end parentheses. You said you keep track of the sports questions, so you can see that you recycle the same sports. There's no implications, just facts. But if you want some sports suggestions, the X Games have had several competitions around the world in only the last few months, and the X Games is the biggest platform there is for action sports. Maybe give it a gander. If you deal with the same people as me, then I'm going to imply, all caps, that you should understand my frustration and should also be fed up with getting yelled at by strangers. So, like, I would also imply that it's your job to do something about it. End.
I think you're right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was all. That was my show tonight. Went fine. Even
That's
though
good.
Mainstream question about, I forgot what the sport was. I can find it though.
So the email situation that I was going to talk about.
Dish.
Yeah. I got sent a picture from a few years ago of an email that I sent to a college professor, And it was it's on my Snapchat story if you go
I
look
saw
at
that.
it. You did?
But I'm trying to keep it fresh
Okay.
so that you over-explain.
Sorry, yeah. Basically, it was an email to a college professor called Doug, and he
Thank you.
it was like the night after a test that we had taken, and he had like
Dakota gave me a beer. Thanks, Dakota.
he
Keep
had
going.
said to the class that he would have the grades for the test in that night.
Oh, but he
And-
didn't, did he?
Yeah, no. So we went out to the bars, got blacked out. I came home, went to check out the test grades, and lo and behold, there's no grade in.
Son of a...
So yeah,
Fucking-
I emailed the guy and I said, you might need to pull this up on my Snapchat story because my phone's being used to film. But
Oh, sure. Yeah, let me...
I said, I guess said something along the lines of, "Hey Doug, just got home from the bars. You said that the test was supposed to be in tonight, and it's not. When's it gonna be in?" What did I say exactly? Can
You kind of got it. Do you want to maybe take another shot before I...
Hey fuckface, I know that you were just tired of choking on fucking moose cocks all night long, but you really should have got that test grade in when you said you would. When's it gonna be in? Is that what it is?
You were basically, but you said, "Hey Doug, I just got home from the bars, and I would also, you took the picture with your cursor over bars, so it looks like it says base. If you're dumb, like I was for the first 20 seconds reading that, and I was like, what the fuck is base?
Well,
Anyways,
sorry you're dumb.
I just got home from the base, and I noticed the exam grades aren't quite in yet. You said they'd be in tonight, so like, you know, Y apostrophe KNOW, really writing how he talks. So like, you know, kind of thought I'd know by now, my man. And then you said, "Thanks, dog," which could maybe somebody could think like he just misspelled Doug. But the thanks is not capitalized.
It's not a new sentence, is it?
I mean, it's like the ending, like the...
That's fine, dude. So I think he actually.
It's like a sincerely, but
I don't,
thanks, bro.
I'm not the one who had that picture. A friend sent that to me into our group chat, but I'm like 99% sure that he responded to that. That was sent at 3:43 a.m. I think if you check the time tag on it. But I think he responded at like 5 a.m. and said, "Hey, they're in now."
Well, then you lied, Doug. I had like one more thing I wanted to... we could go in a minute, but one thing that I wanted to do. Max's show segment. Max's pretty good show. I've been watching a new show recently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dude. Fucking... Uncoupled on Netflix. Have you seen it?
Uncoupled?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Holy fuck. The cutest show I've ever seen. It's Neil Patrick Harris, and it's basically him in the first episode. He his boyfriend of like 17 years breaks up with him, and then it's basically showing how hard it is to be a single.
A bunch of chicks?
No. Yeah. He writes this book called The Bro Code. But he...
and that's how I met your mother.
Yeah, so basically the whole thing is about being like a older single gay dude in New York. And it makes me wish I was an old gay guy in New York. It looks like... His life looks so fun. Like, I mean, sure, it sucks that he got broken up with, but just his lifestyle...
He's also super rich.
This is a TV show. He's a realtor. He does fine in the show. But just like, I don't know, dude. It's fucking adorable. And it's one of those like...
Oh, this isn't a documentary series about Neil Patrick?
No.
Oh, no
He's
wonder
been married
he's not
for
banging chicks.
He's got like 2 kids, I think. And yeah, it's just, it's so good. And it's cute, and you feel for everybody. Like Neil Patrick Harris is like his boyfriend broke up with him because you can totally tell that he's like the reason why, and you could see his like red flags, but it's like not like you can tell he's got these traits that you could see would turn somebody off to somebody, but they're not a dick because of it. It's like basically he talks over people a lot, and he won't let you talk, sort of thing. Like they go to couples therapy and he talks the whole time.
So he's like me.
He's just like you. But like that doesn't make you a dick. It just means like, hey, simmer down. Like we all love you, but like you don't let anyone talk. You're not smart. Like
maybe
you
no one
gotta
else is trying hard enough to talk.
I mean, in the show, he does not let you talk.
No,
but like you don't hate him for that. Like you can see that he's trying to. It's a good. The whole. I'm like
And what's it
5
called
episode in, uncoupled. I'm like 5 episodes in, but it's.
Is there 1 season or 2 seasons?
I think there's 1 season so far, but it's also like just his friends in it are awesome. Like there's a part where he hooks up with a dude from Grindr. And he texts his like group chat of his friends, and he's like, "You guys, I just had Grindr sex. Like, we got to talk about it." And then like one of his friends like, "Hey, I'm at like my mom's party thing. I can't." And then his other friend's like, "Come to my art gallery. Like, I'll buy you dinner. I want to hear all about it." And you're just like, where can I have support like this? Where like I want to have Grindr sex to talk about.
Next time you have Grindr sex, you can text me, and I'll take you to my aunt's art gallery for dinner.
Good. It's just, I don't know. Their whole his whole lifestyle is just fucking. You just feel good watching it. You're just like the whole time. I'm just like, oh, Neil.
Did you see the new season of Big Mouth?
No. I started watching Human Resources a little bit ago.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah. That was my show segment. Max's pretty good show. Uncoupled.
What? Did I watch anything wrong or something?
Maybe.
I've been watching like I've been going onto YouTube, and like there's a lot of like 3-4 hour long like
the Joe Rogan Experience.
Cartoon Network streams from 1999, like 2002, like that kind of. So I'll throw one of those on. It's like got commercials and everything.
Oh.
And so like it'll be like the entire like Toonami like 3 hour stream from like 1999. So you'll have like all the old ass like Cat Dog, or like I guess that's Nickelodeon, but you'll have like Cow and Chicken and like Dexter's Lab and like then some Dragon Ball
Computer.
But it's sick. So I've just been like watching those while I go to bed because it just like gives me that nostalgic feeling, you know, of like being a little kid and like watching
that hit of nostalgia.
Saturday. Like back in the day when Cartoon Network was sick and you'd like see
when
like
it was
Toonami,
real.
That Toonami animation come out with like Roger and you're like, oh fuck, it's time for the badass fucking cartoons that I'm not usually supposed to watch actually.
Fun fact: if you're at a party or let's say you're hosting a party and this TV isn't doing shit, and you've got music playing, and you just want something on the TV, any Ed Netty anything goes perfectly with any song.
That's
Try
sick,
it.
You know?
Play a song and you turn the audio off of Ed Netty, and it seems like a music video.
Skate videos are good.
Those are too.
I knew a kid in college, and they had like 2 TVs on their wall, and one would always have like Fortnite or whatever going on because that was really popular. So like anytime a party would be going on, someone would be playing Fortnite. But the one above it would just be playing Wiz Khalifa music videos on mute. So like there'd be music playing, and it would almost never be a Wiz Khalifa song, but there were only Wiz Khalifa
but look, there's a guy smoking weed to it. That's tight.
It would throw you off so hard at times because you'd be hammered. You'd be like watching this music video, and you're like, I don't think Wiz is even in this song. How is he singing this? This is Rihanna.
What did you be and do for Halloween?
Ooh, I went to a house
2 days
party
ago.
On, what was it, Saturday I went to a house party. Friday night we played poker here. That was fun. And then Saturday, went out with some people to a party. I was a space cowboy. So I wore like an iridescent like jacket, that like Lake Tahoe one that I have. It's kind of like pink and blue, and then I had like a cowboy hat that kind of matched it, and I put a bunch of those like star glitter things on my face that rave girls wear. And I went out and I sledded around at the bars for a little bit, and then I went back to a friend's house and passed out. Came back here, and then yesterday, for 2 days ago for actual Halloween, I was just chilling here. And some trick-or-treaters came. We only had one trick-or-treater, it was the neighbors. And I was sitting here with the blinds open, like, chilling. And I didn't have any candy. And they rang the doorbell, and I, like, panicked and didn't know what to give them, so I just went around the corner and hid until they went away.
So they just saw you, like, get up and...
Yeah, for sure. So I've been feeling really bad about it. I think I'm gonna go, like, buy some full chocolate bars and put them in their mailbox or something.
Do the, like, you know when people boo you? Like, they write, like, a thing that says, you've been booed, and they just leave you, like, candy or whatever? Like, do that with them. And then just a little thing like, sorry, I felt bad that I didn't have candy.
Yeah, I was just gonna
boo.
Get, like, 2,
like, how's that for a surprise? Halloween, like, November 5th?
Are there razor blades in these?
Just started out with, like, I know this is weird.
We've lived here for 2 years. Like, that's
guilt has struck in me.
When we first moved in, I was like, I'm gonna take both of our neighbors' banana bread, and then I made banana bread and ate it, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna
you fucking
do it again.
dick.
And I ate it again.
Like,
never ended up taking anything over to him.
All right.
They never brought me shit either when I moved in.
Sure. I thought of a costume. I think I might have sent you a video of me explaining it. So I'll tell Dakota to get an authentic reaction. Ready? The costume is you dress up as one of those little bottles of alcohol that you get at the liquor store, and then you have like a full body one, and then you put a graduation cap on. So you're a school shooter. Really?
You might as well dress up as a devil, dude. That's fucked up.
Okay, I don't need this kind of negativity. Samson, what do you think about it?
I chuckled.
Okay.
I think you could get some. Hey man.
Yeah, Dakota.
What punch can drop 12 kids?
I don't care. You're not a part of this anymore. Okay. Anyways. So you dress as a shooter bottle.
Yeah, I get it.
I went to school.
No, I get it.
Seems like a fun way to be like maybe like if you were somewhere where you shouldn't really dress like a school shooter, but you really wanted to. But, thanks, Dakota.
It's a good play on words. Did you come up with that yourself?
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck. Well, how do we sign off? I'm tired.
I'm tired too. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks. You saved it.
You're our first live podcast.
You're a studio audience. You could have laughed louder and more. But
did you see? Oh, I gotta show you a video. I don't know if I showed it to you. It's like this skit that those like Wizards with Guns guys made, and they have like a Studio Jerry, and they're like it's like a sitcom, and they have like one guy as their studio audience. And it's pretty hilarious. We should watch it after this.
Okay.
Well,
shout out to them. We're not gonna do that because they are doing it. So watch it. That's a pretty good idea. I guess we did it incidentally.
Yeah, parallel thinking.
This is going to come out in like a month. So if anything, we should have worn like Christmas or Thanksgiving stuff.
We got a Christmas tree. Which kind? Nice. And with that, we're out.
Yeah, we're out. Bye.